You talk about the state of North Carolina. Should it really be considered a swing state? It's looking more and more like the answer to that question is yes. We think it is. Let's talk now at the big board why that is the case, and also why that might be a really, really big deal in this election. You know this map, and we usually started off with 6 swing states. I've added North Carolina in yellow to make it 7. That means it's Dems, Harris, 226, GOP, Trump, 219. So when you talk about the states that are on there, remember that the last time Democrats won in North Carolina was 2008. It was a close race. First time Barack Obama won. He only won by 14,000 votes. But then it went to Mitt Romney in 2012, and Donald Trump won it twice. A little bit more in 2016 than his margin was in 2020. But what if it goes back blue? Why is North Carolina such a key state? Remember, we hadn't really been considering it as a swing state in recent months and weeks. But if it is, and it is hypothetically to be a blue state and go to Harris, now look what happens. 242 to the Dems and 219 to the GOP. And what it really does is open up far more paths for Harris to win. The blue wall states of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, you don't need all 3. In fact, remember, Pennsylvania has 19 electoral votes. Quinnipiac just had a poll this afternoon with Harris up 3. If she wins there, she's already at 261. So now you only need 9. I mean, there's 15 in Michigan, 10 in Wisconsin, 16 in Georgia. Maybe you go out to Arizona where there's 11. If that goes blue, those other ones are still on the map, and Harris is already over the top at 272. So that's what happens when you bring a state like North Carolina you hadn't been considering as a swing state into the mix. Okay, now let's go back to history of North Carolina and talk about how you win there. This is 2020. Remember, Trump won twice. His margin of victory, when we bring up North Carolina, red state on this map, was only 1.5% or so in that election. It was 3.5% or so in 2016. Now, let's go into the map. See all the red here on the right side of the map in the state of North Carolina, like all states and rural areas. Where is Trump today? Robert was just in Asheville, so that's right there in Buncombe County. Now, that's a blue area, right? That's Trump's there, but it's a blue area. But it's surrounded by all of these red areas. Everything around it is red and rural. Haywood County is an example of that. Transylvania, anywhere you look here, McDowell County, huge margins for Republicans. So Trump is in a blue county, but a red area surrounding it. So Harris either has to cut into some of those margins in the red areas or run up the score in the blue areas. Where's she going? On Friday, she's going to be in Raleigh. So that's Wake County. That's a place you can run up the score if you're the Democrats. See, it was 62-35 last time for Biden. But I think the Winston-Salem area in general, it's the 6th congressional district, is really interesting to watch. Just a little bit east of Winston-Salem is Guilford County. Now, that is a place where Biden won big last time. Harris could win big this time. And then you start to get into demographics. So we look at the demographics in a place like that. And what you see on the demographic side here, 35%. Guilford County is the black vote. Can she turn out that vote? As we put it out to a statewide total, 21% of North Carolina black voters. So again, that'll be the challenge for Harris. Can she get in there and do maybe a little bit better than Joe Biden did last time around? Looking like a swing state, North Carolina.